happiness is not only elusive, we want it to be exclusive. But our Indian scriptures keep explaining to us, and I think every religious philosopher would explain to you, happiness is relative. What makes you happy may not make the next man happy. You go to the shore, to the fishermen, they would want a holiday by going to the city. And you go to the city dweller, he would want a holiday on the seashore. You'd try explaining to a fisherman, oh, it's a holiday, let's go to the seashore. He'll probably fight you. What is happiness for one person may be misery to another person. So I am explaining that happiness is also exclusive, elusive, and it's relative. But I'm here to break all your myths. And this is a shocking survey I want to reveal before you. Recently, LSE, London School of Economics, please note, London School of Economics and Paris School of Economics, they did a combined survey, a research. This itself is harmony, because London and Paris never agree. They have always permanently agreed to disagree. I come from England, and I know, when our London temple was built in 1995, and the whole of England was celebrating. That's when the leading newspaper of France, Le Monde, ran a headline, "The Empire Strikes Back." For 200 years, the British ruled and ruined India, and what a sweet way of taking revenge by putting a beautiful temple in the heart of London. So I am telling you, they have permanently agreed to disagree. But in this case, the London School of Economics and Paris School of Economics, they decided to do a survey on what makes people happy and what makes them miserable. Imagine economists, statisticians doing something to do with happiness. Nowadays I think statistics have become so omnipotent. They've entered everything, Anything you do is measured in statistics. The growth of a country, GDP, GNP. Inflation, 10%, 15%. The rate of crime, 22% has grown. We have no clue about these percentages. I'll tell you, only the bankers may do. And nowadays even bankers don't have clue with what's happening in India. But still, I just want to tell you, all these figures are magical, and everything is reduced to statistics. In England, when we were studying, they say that beware of statistics. When you talk about averages, and if somebody says that this river was on average 4 feet deep, don't cross it. Because at the shore, it will be just 2 inches. In the middle, it will be 20 feet. You understand? Don't cross a river on averages. And there was also a saying that averages and statistics are very misleading. That if your head is in the oven and your feet are in the fridge, on average, you're in a relatively comfortable position. So be careful about statistics, but LSE, London School of Economics, and Paris School of Economics, they decided to do a combined research. And as I say, all these, statisticians, they got together. And, it's entered everywhere. Recently I was reading a survey on how many people believe in God. And they came up with this survey. I don't know how they got the survey. But they came up with this survey that 85% of the people in the world believe in God. But all those 85%, about 45% believe that God doesn't hear their prayers. He's there, but he doesn't hear their prayers. And all those 22% believe that God is a little hard of hearing. He hears, but hears them partly. They have started reducing even religion to statistics and numbers. So be careful, beware. Even medicine now is known as biostatistics. So many great doctors are before me, some of my very deep, close friends. But they have reduced. There's a new field that has come up with that if you take this medicine, then if you are of a certain age with parameters of, let's say, sugar and heart and this, then this medicine is likely to work and fulfill its goal 22%. Otherwise, if you go so and so parameters, is likely to help you 2%. Look, we are not interested in percentage. We are just interested whether it will cure my stuff or not. And one doctor, this is on the side, one patient, he goes to a doctor and he says, "Doc, this operation, I know it's serious." The doctor said, "Yes, it's serious." He said, "You know, doctor, do you think I will survive this operation?" The doctor said, 100%. He said, "What are my chances of surviving this operation?" 100%. He said, "I was just reading in the leaflet that the success rate is only 10%. And how are you telling me it's 100%? He said, "Exactly, the 9 before you have died, you are the 10th. I don't want to go to a doctor. We just want to know whether we will be cured or we won't be cured. Statistics are great. Again, I'm not against it. They are abstracts. I love mathematics, but I am here to tell you, imagine LSE and PSE, great economists, trying to work out what happiness is. The concept which all scriptures, philosophers, civilizations, countries and cultures have been seeking, running after, trying to explain. And suddenly you get the economists trying to work out statistics. But look at what they have said. If I said those things, you would doubt me. When preachers and real sadhus and saints and great wise enlightened people tell you these things, we think they have an ulterior motive. But when economists who are actually pushing the world towards all these gadgets and systems, when they say it, after surveying 200,000 people and interviews, not just a sample interview, 200,000 people, asking them what makes you happy and what makes you miserable.